Last week, Jimmy Fallon had Donald Trump on his program. Trump has not come on your program. I wonder if there's a civil war between Fallon and Meyers.
No civil war. I think Trump has his very good reasons for not wanting to come on my show. And with that said, we had very tongue-in-cheek banned Donald Trump for coming on late night, which was in response to him banning reporters from having credentials to his rallies. That was done tongue-in-cheek because, of course, we were not sacrificing anything. He was not coming on our show. I think it would be interesting television if he came on our show, but it's a moot point because it's not going to happen.
When you see Fallon messing with Trump's hair, playing with him, is that responsible? Is that appropriate in this really serious election season?
I think when you look at the 11:30 shows, they're different kinds of television shows. And I think it's important to remember that, some people want to turn on TV like late night shows and they want to see, hard takes on politics and they want to be reminded of everything that's going on in the world. And other people use it for escapism. And I think it's important that those shows still exist for people who want to tune out politics for a night. And I think Jimmy does that better than anybody. I think he's an entertainer. I think he's an entertainer with skills at a level far beyond what I will ever possess. And I think that's why people prefer his show to everybody.
There's this outrage on social media every time Trump is interviewed, and he's not challenged every single question by the interviewer, whether it's Jimmy Fallon or Matt Lauer or any other interviewer. Where do you stand on this issue of interviewing Donald Trump, if you were able to interview him?
Well, that's a thing. I would love to think I'd be able to interview him in a way that would be different than anybody else, but an interviewer only controls half of the interaction, and when you watch the way he answers questions, ultimately everybody would be different than anybody else, but an interviewer only controls half of the interaction, and when you watch the way he answers questions, ultimately everybody, the very best interviewers, have to give up eventually, or else the whole conversation will just be, yes, you did, no, I didn't. I mean, it's not like this
it becomes an echo.
It becomes an echo, and it's impossible to even imagine Donald Trump getting asked a question in a way where he would feel shame or embarrassment and concede the point. I just don't. I think he's very good at that. Preternaturally good at not giving in that he's in the wrong. So as much as we want to see these interviews break another way, I think it's a little unfair to put it all on the interviewer because the subject, of course, has a great deal with how these interviews go as well.